Glad to be alive as he wakes, Charlie remembers the predicament from yesterday and silently hopes that the rest of the horde has passed over as he eats a package of peas that has thawed from inside his bag. Opening the curtains to see the absence of the undead that's pursued him the day prior, he crawls out of the window and does his best to silently creep away from the house he had taken shelter in. Hopping a fence into a graveyard, he spots a small cluster of zombies and reflects on the irony that this whole apocalyptic event posed. He regathered himself and wordlessly snuck away, still unwilling to fight a battle that had the terrible potential to escalate beyond control. Charlie gets spooked as he sees a woman hop a fence ahead of him. They looked at each other for a moment before Charlie lowered his crowbar and moved on, hoping that he was not going to get stabbed in the back as he did so. An unsuspecting small blue house catches our survivor's eye, potentially a place he could gladly make a safe house out of. However, Charlie tenses as he hears the disgusting sound of loud gagging. Seeing a zombie and a corpse inside, he deduces that one must have turned and killed the other. Charlie musters up his courage and prepares to put this creature down. Smashing the brains of the turned businessman zombie, Charlie looks over the other corpse. He noticed the law enforcement badge on a bulletproof vest, but then saw they had died from a stab wound in the temple of their skull by the scissors still within. The name on the vest was caked in blood, and Charlie had no way of making it out. Picking up the businessman's corpse, who Charlie figured out was named Jared from sifting through the wallet, the solemn survivor carried out the body and laid them across the lawn. He did the same with the police officer, though his leg protested from this effort. Going back inside, Charlie goes into the bathroom and uncovers two more wallets and a small wad of money. His mind puts together a puzzle of what likely happened. The officer came to arrest the businessman for petty theft. Someone stole the patrol car, likely to get away from the zombies, leading them to have a struggle seeing items strewn about the table and the floor. Then finally the criminal stabbed the officer's head with the scissors. The criminal must have run off, had gotten bit, and turned within the safety of his crime scene. After a moment of unpacking food and other supplies into his new safe house, Charlie thinks about tearing up the furniture to barricade the windows with. As he looks to the wooden chair, contemplating how to tear it apart, the creative survivor gets a brainwave and thinks on the trees that surround his new safe house. Finding a worn dirt path behind the trees past the safe house, Charlie makes his way along the unpaved road to locate just over the tree line of a building up ahead. Finding more turned officers along with motorcycle gangers, the diligent survivor smashes his way through them to get to the building past with hopes of what could help Charlie's vision for his safe house. Charlie finds a smile growing across his face as he opens the askew lid of a crate containing a wood axe with a fiberglass handle. Even as his excitement urged him to search the rest of the crates for more bounty, his stomach aches since he had forgotten to eat lunch earlier. Resigning the rest of the looting the useful supplies another day, he heads back to his safe house using the long way around to seek out the likelihood of more food to bring back. Spotting the house he saw the woman leaving earlier, Charlie decides that he could poke around and see what might have been left behind. With a house so big, he assumed that surely something edible might have been left there. Finding a zombie trapped in a closet confirmed to Charlie that this house must be fair game to be looted over. Logic leaning towards no one in their right mind would keep a zombie in their house. The confident survivor picks over the loot in the house, collecting whatever he thought may come in handy or serve as food to fill him. Bags filled with supplies and food, Charlie walks back to his safe house feeling triumphant and satisfied with his findings. He, however, becomes confused for a moment as he sees another woman cross his path, who seemed far out of it to notice him limping along just to her right. Not seeing any of his stuff on her, however, sets some of his thoughts to rest and a sigh escapes him. Perhaps people are far more civilized than he thought, or maybe they are not to the point of that desperation yet. Sorting all of the food and equipment, the resilient survivor smiles as his labor proving steadfast and reliable to his ability to pull together the tools necessary to adapt and survive the trials that wish to break him. His confidence allows him to feel accomplished, but his drowsiness takes hold and demands that he rests for the day to come.